Hello, family. It's another video time. So, thought I'd do a little bit of preparation for Holy Week and Easter. And just so you know, I'm wearing a Big Springs Bulldogs shirt because they won baseball last night. We have a parishioner who plays on the team, so I thought I'd support our parishioners at Big Springs. Go Bulldogs. So Holy Week and Easter are coming up, and they are the most important time in the church calendar. They are. I mean, I love Christmas, but Holy Week and Easter really are the most important time. And I'm going to be honest with you, if you want to if you want to have an experience at Easter Mass, you need to go to Holy Thursday and Good Friday. In fact, you want to have a great experience, you need to go Holy Thursday, Good Friday, and Easter Vigil for your Easter Mass. But doing the three together, whatever that is, Holy Thursday, Good Friday, and Easter Mass, whatever Easter Mass you go to, really, I hope, you get more out of the Easter celebration, having experienced Holy Thursday and Good Friday, reminding you of what Christ went through, before his resurrection. So let's just kind of walk through the Triduum. We got a lot going on, which is great. We have Wednesday night, evening so Wednesday evening in the church calendar is really Thursday, right? We go from evening to evening. That's how the church counts a day. So from like dusk Wednesday evening to dusk Thursday evening is Thursday. And so starting at dusk Wednesday evening, we'll have a Tenebrae service, which is a beautiful kind of telling of the story of Christ and his passion through song and scripture. And candles and things like that. So it's a really beautiful service. We've done this tradition for a long time. It has changed a little bit over the years in how we do it, but it's still very beautiful. And so that's 7 p.m. Wednesday evening. Please join us for that. And then Thursday, I love Thursday morning and afternoon because it's kind of like the quiet before the beautiful Triduum begins. And so Thursday evening, Holy Thursday, 7 p.m. Mass. Right? And it's a celebration of the institution of the Eucharist and the institution of the priesthood. So we wash feet as part of that celebration to recognize that every priest is a servant, just like Christ was. We're here to serve the people. And so that washing of the feet is a beautiful celebration of that. Since I've been here, I like to mix things up with the washing of the feet. So we try to get some second graders and some eighth graders who are preparing for the sacraments. We try to get some parishioners and, just regular people of the parish kind of blend together to celebrate the foot washing. Is a beautiful part of the liturgy. And again, that we end. So this is another beautiful thing about the Triduum. So the Triduum is one Mass. So if you only come Easter Sunday, you're missing out. Because the Mass begins on Holy Thursday and ends with Easter, right? So at the end of Mass, Holy Thursday, we strip the altar. We make it bare of everything that Father and the Church makes it beautiful. Candles, coverings, everything is stripped from the altar. And then we empty the tabernacle and we put it in the tabernacle of repose at the end of that liturgy Thursday evening. And then we keep that tabernacle of repose available for adoration. This year we're trying something a little different because, Father likes to change things up. So we'll end adoration Thursday evening at 10 o'clock with night prayer. Night prayer will start at 10, and then once we've prayed night prayer together, we'll close the church and end adoration. So that's Holy Thursday. Good Friday, which is the Passion of the Lord, right? We do that at 3 o'clock on Friday afternoon. That again is another beautiful liturgy. The altar remains stripped. That is a day to remember the cross and the crucifixion. So we read the Passion again in its longest version. We venerate the crucifix, which we have in the center. Again, we're doing that a little different this year, hopefully to speed things up. So there's that service and liturgy. There is communion at that service, but no Mass. We just have a communion service at the end of that liturgy. But again, a beautiful liturgy. Another event going on Good Friday, if you want to participate in that, is the Ecumenical Stations of the Cross. They go through the churches around downtown Carlisle. They end at St. Patrick's. They begin at New Beginnings, which is literally right around the corner from St. Patrick's. They begin there at 1 o'clock, and then they go to 14 different spots in Carlisle, and they end at St. Patrick's. But sometimes that runs into 3 o'clock, so you might have to pick one or the other. But anyway, 2 great events going on Good Friday. Also, another event going on Good Friday that I participate in is the Boiling Springs Ministerium. They have a Tenebrae service at 7 p.m. Good Friday evening at St. John's Lutheran in downtown Boiling Springs. I think it's on Walnut Street down there. So that's another opportunity to experience a little bit of ecumenism on Good Friday. And then Holy Saturday. Again, I love Holy Saturday. It's kind of like the quiet before the beautiful liturgy of Easter Vigil. But we do have the blessing of the baskets at 10:30 at the Marsh Drive Church. That's been a tradition here forever. We get a great turnout for that. Deacon Salzman, who has a little bit of Polish blood in him, loves to celebrate that. And so we have that at 10:30 Saturday morning. And then the Easter Vigil starts an hour early this year at 7 o'clock because sunset, I think, is at 7:29. So there's that beautiful liturgy. We have 5 or 6 people coming into the church in that liturgy. So it will be, really beautiful. And then our Easter Day masses are pretty much the same. We have 8 a.m. at the Shrine Church. We have 2 9:30 masses, one in the Marsh Drive Church and one in the Parish Activity Center. And then we have one 11:30 a.m. mass. There is no 4:30 p.m. mass that Sunday. Our last mass of Easter Sunday will be 11:30 a.m. Because after that mass, Father Dozy and I go back to the rectory and pass out because we're exhausted. But so please come out for that. It is a really great way to celebrate parish life and church life. And the Triduum is the time to do that. If you want to start your Holy Week even earlier than that, the diocese has the Chrism Mass at 4 p.m. on Monday. 4 p.m. on Monday at the cathedral, and it is really beautiful as too. We renew our vows as priests before the bishop at that mass, and we also bless the oils we use at the parish throughout the year: the oil of catechumen, holy chrism, and the oil of the infirm, the oil of the sick. And so, bishop blesses those, creates those, and then they distribute them to all the parishes. So that's a really great. Beautiful. That mass is really beautiful. Now, I warn you, it is a couple hours long, but it is still a very beautiful way to start your Easter week if you can find the time to do that. So, again, I encourage you, remember, not just Lent, but Easter is a time to renew our relationship with Christ, renew our relationship with our church family, and just kind of grow closer so that we can grow out, right? Grow out or go out and grow our church by spreading Christ's love to our neighbors and our family and friends. So I encourage you to do that this Easter and have a great and happy Easter. So thank you so much for all you do for our parish, and I hope you have a wonderful, holy, and beautiful Easter. Okay, that's the end of my Easter advertisement. I hope it was a good one. Now I'd like to talk a little bit about, maybe a couple minutes, getting a lot of requests about things that are happening in the church structure, right? We just got the new icon of St. Patrick, beautiful. It has taken the place of the La Pieta, and that has taken its original location. If you've been here long enough, the statue of Mary and Jesus in Mary's arms is in the entrance to the main entrance to the PAC. It's kind of where it was originally. We replaced it with a beautiful icon of St. Patrick. We are working on decorating that alcove a little differently. Maybe some flower stands. We want to change the candle color to green, obviously, because St. Patrick. So we're working on that. Just some important things to remember, right, about the sanctuary. We just placed angels by the tabernacle, and that should be a standard. We used to have angels there. We somehow got lost in the move and changes of things, and so we bought 2 new ones and placed them there. Now we took them away for Lent because you're supposed to, clean the altar during Passiontide. But, again, reminder of the candles and their representation of the light of Christ, right? And so just reminding yourself that the way things are positioned in the church, we try to position them so as to always keep our eyes fixed on the Eucharist and the tabernacle. I mean, that's why, if you remember a while ago, we took the kneelers away from the alcoves, because we don't want your back to the tabernacle. You can light a candle at the alcoves, but really you should be praying towards the Eucharist in the tabernacle. And so that, that kind of change was made. So just a couple, things to remind you about why we do what we do in the church. And if you haven't seen the icon of St. Patrick, I encourage you to come and see it. It's very beautiful. I'm thrilled to be able to have it in our, St. Patrick Church on Marsh Drive. St. Patrick should be there. So anyway, love you all. Hope you have a great week and a great Holy Week. And God bless, and have a great weekend.